Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another supersized edition of AEW Dark. I am Excalibur, joined by the human suplex machine himself, Taz. And Taz, I noticed you got a nice shirt on.
A little fancy new shirt, the new official AEW Taz shirt, a little FTW, established 1987. That's the year I was born.
Oh, was it? Wow, you're younger than me. Well, you can get that at shopaew.com, but don't go anywhere because we're about to kick off another great night of action here coming up next.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing 223 pounds, Brian Pillman Jr.
Well, Taz, Brian Pillman Jr., only 2.5 years in the sport of pro wrestling, but it is in his blood.
No doubt about it. I knew his dad. Was a great guy, a tremendous wrestler, a tremendous competitor. I've seen Brian Jr. here wrestle several times. He's, I think, fans that are not used to him have been very impressed with Pillman Jr.
And his opponent, to be led to the ring by legendary Four Horsemen member Tully Blanchard from Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, Shawn Spears.
Well, Taz, Shawn Spears has always had a bit of a mean streak, but there's something about him in these last couple of weeks, ever since donning that black glove, that things have gotten a little vicious.
Yeah, listen, we've talked about it. I do think Tully's a big part of what's going on with Spears. We've seen that several weeks back where Tully motivated, getting in the face of Shawn Spears and ticking him off and getting to that next level, you know what I mean, Excalibur. And I do think you got to give a lot of credit to Tully, but also, obviously, to Shawn Spears. He's the one putting out the impressive offense and wins.
If you ask Spears or Tully about it, that black glove is just simply a motivational device, but we've seen him loaded up with that steel slug, and whether he needs to or not, he will lay in a big haymaker on his opponent's jaw.
Yeah, and he don't miss, to your point, man. And see, the referees, they all know that, you know, they have meetings when they hear stuff like this. They know he's got something going on. It's just you got to bust him red-handed. That's the thing.
And Frankie Gaffnone doing a good job checking both competitors.
Yeah, he's obsessed with checking everyone.
And Brian Pillman Jr. looking very composed.
Okay. At least that Pineapple Pete. Man, I can't stand that guy.
Like a bad penny. Just doesn't go away. Can't get rid of him.
Some folks love him. Anyway, this should be an interesting matchup here. I like this pairing of this opponents. When I say pairing, see how this match goes. I think their styles might play off each other well to give you a pretty good match.
And you see Pillman using his speed there, escaping underneath Shawn Spears.
Athletic physique, good physique on Brian Pillman Jr.
Incredible head of hair as well, much like his father.
Yes, Brian had beautiful hair. A good 2-on-1 wrist control right there by Spears, and tried to switch but got shut down.
Yeah, Pillman, you saw showing his speed there, but Spears, with a tremendous experience advantage, was able to bring Pillman back down to the canvas, maintain control of his opponent.
Nice quick roll right there. Handstand, another roll.
And now, little tap on the cheek of Spears.
I thought he was going to kip up. Instead, he did a kind of good core strength deal right there and kicked Spears right in the mush.
Great fake, backed up Shawn Spears to the canvas, or to the corner, excuse me.
Canvas is on the ground, corners, things with the pads on.
Oh, I get it now, finally. Been saying it wrong all these years.
3, boom, boom, boom. Unless it's a boxing ring, it's 4.
Oh! Spears driving that knee into the midsection of Pillman, and then a big knife-edge chop.
Yeah, you can see Pillman's definitely feeling it. That was a shot and a half. And now Shawn Spears got Pillman right where he wants him. Wow, what a shot. And that's smart. Come right back. Pillman's feeling it.
Yeah.
Overhead.
Not backing down from Spears.
I like it.
Hammer throw to the corner. Reverse. Pillman goes up and over the top, and a drop kick. Spears sidestep.
Sliding experience right there. That little bit, if you look back, a little bit of hesitation by Pillman. Oh! Not that time. No hesitation. Nailed it. Great job. Brian Pillman Jr., excellent.
And he seems to be getting under the skin of Shawn Spears. Tully Blanchard trying to do everything he can to calm down his man.
We've seen that a lot with Shawn. He loses his cool, and he's got a great mind in Tully Blanchard to utilize to calm him down. Very cerebral is Tully Blanchard his whole career.
Back to square one. No. Oh! Spears went behind Pillman and gave him a shot to the kidneys, a second one.
Pillman, I think, got a quick arm ball, but didn't have it tight, and that's how Spears got out real quick instead of throwing blows.
Oh, Spears again, a vicious chop. And you can see that intense look on the face of Shawn Spears. Whip to the corner, reversed. Once again, Bandera sends Pillman up and over the top.
Oh, what a forearm. Wow.
Big shot to the jaw. Oh!
Man, talk about shot to the jaw. That drop kick by Spears, attempted springboard of something by Pillman, and just got lit up by Shawn Spears.
Tremendous anti-air there by Shawn Spears. Oh! Now stomping Pillman out on the ramp.
Love the vicious streak here, the viciousness, I should say, by Shawn Spears. Gets back in the ring to break the count, not to get counted out.
And continuing the assault.
Oh, this is bad.
He's got Pillman's head against the. Oh no!
Wow. God.
Shawn Spears is not out to win. He's out to maim his opponent.
Yeah, well, listen, it's tough for some people to watch, but that's what separates you. When you can flip that switch, and Shawn Spears has shown that he can do that.
But for a young competitor like Pillman, I mean, that could be a career-altering injury there.
Yeah, that's some shot for sure. And now just straight choking him right in front of the referee is Spears.
Man, Shawn Spears continues to ratchet up the viciousness. He's instructing the referee once again to check, to verify that glove isn't loaded.
Well, yeah, it's not. I mean, so that's why Spears is smart, right? To tell him, check it. Nice body shot there by Pillman Jr.
Brian Pillman Jr. fighting back. That uppercut now hits the ropes, charges in, ducks the clothesline attempt, comes off the ropes.
Good job. Good flying forearm right there. Gets himself kind of in a sprinter stance.
Charging in, big clothesline in the corner. Now ducks under, a little bit of a misdirect there on Spears, going off the top.
Oh,
no,
whoa.
buddy, home.
Right on his back, right on his head, Pillman landed.
And a look of concern, though a composed concern there by Tully Blanchard. Spears has Pillman up. C4, center of the ring. 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Shawn Spears.
Well, it seems like Excalibur on a non-stop basis, we're watching Shawn Spears dominate. Tully Blanchard has Spears locked and loaded. He's just been so dominant.
And Spears was mean before, Taz.
Yeah.
He was vicious before. But Tully Blanchard, after that wake-up call, has brought something evil out of Shawn.
Well, and right there to your point, I mean, it's like, listen, they're not done, and Tully hands that whatever that Kevlar is or steel, whatever that is, to load up that hand and make his fist even heavier. And Pillman's in trouble right about now.
Oh! Spears, another shot after the bell. Completely unnecessary, completely uncalled for.
Well, I get what you're saying, but as you know, Excalibur, it sends a message to the locker room, and that's exactly what Spears and Tully are doing. And that death flying at that Pillman, he's no joke. That was a nice win now for Spears.
Big Swole, who's had no shortage of animosity with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, will be in singles action coming up next here on AEW Dark.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from the fashion capital of Paris, France, Rache Chanel.
Well, Taz, we're getting our first look at Rache Chanel here tonight, and does not appear that she's dressed for action.
She's going shopping. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's running over to a local Target or something. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know. I mean, you know.
Like, they have targets in Paris, France?
Oh, yeah. Tons of targets. Kidding me? She's got the bag.
But,
I don't know what's in that bag. She's really flaunting that bag.
yeah. Wow.
Yes. Wow.
Not seen anything quite like that, Taz.
And
Whoa!
her opponent from Clearwater, Florida, Big Swole.
Taz Big Swole ranked number 3 in the AEW women's division. She's had no shortage of hostilities with Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Of course, Swole is quickly become a fan favorite here in AEW.
Yeah, people love Big Swole. She brings the exuberance and the energy every time she comes into the arena.
And you can get your Big Swole t-shirt at shopaew.com. Get an FTW t-shirt while you're there.
Ding! Swole!
We mentioned that rivalry between Dr. Baker and Big Swole. Dr. Britt Baker has had to go to great lengths to employ personal security to keep Swole away from her, to mixed results.
Yeah. Well, Swole is a dangerous competitor for sure. A tremendous athlete. A lot of poise in the ring when she competes, and man, her opponent, she's just floating around.
Yeah, Rache Chanel.
Funny. It's kind of funny, I gotta tell you.
Collar and elbow tie up there. Swole showing off her strength. And Taz, if there was a power ranking, literally a power ranking in the women's division, I think you'd have Nyla Rose on top at number 1, but Swole very close behind at number 2.
Yeah, underratedly strong, to your point. I mean, definitely, I agree with you on that. Now, let's see what Rachel does here.
Oh, but Swole
She gets snatched in a headlock.
snatches the headlock is exactly right. Rache Chanel trying to fight free, trying to break the grip of Big Swole. Sends her to the rope.
Whoa, hang on there.
And there's that strength, that vice-like grip by Swole.
Well, that's why Chanel tried to break the grip, because she realized how tight that thing was on her head. Still can't get out.
And man, Taz, Swole grinding that forearm into the ear of Chanel. So
Yeah. It's a good way to get a cauliflower. You don't often see women with cauliflower ears. It's not really attractive.
especially in the fashion capital of the world,
Yeah,
Paris.
France running around with vegetation on your head, not good.
Swole switches, goes back out into the
look at that.
side headlock, the takeover.
Beautiful, quick feet. See, the key, young people, to a side headlock takedown is quick feet. It's all in the feet. It's not in the head. It's how you move your feet, pop your hip. That's how you get yourself a nice textbook headlock takedown that we just saw Swole do.
We saw Chanel once again trying to work on that grip of Big Swole. Now finally sends her off into the rope. Swole puts on the brakes. Rache Chanel talking.
She's got a lot of swag, man.
She's talking some stuff. Swole ducks under.
Nice drop step.
Rip. Oh, went for that dirty dancing. Chanel had it scouted.
She's like, you know, ain't got time for that. She just gets out of there, takes her time,
I gotta get this right.
does it her pace. That's the right thing to do.
Okay.
She's obsessed with her hair. Obsessed.
Chanel
Might be a tad overstated.
comes in. Oh, Swole.
Oh! Good gosh, that was some tackle. Man.
Big Swole running over Chanel. Chanel went for the trip, went for the arm drag. And once again, the power of Swole on display. She brings Chanel back up to her feet, sends her into the corner, charges in, but Chanel muscles Big Swole up and over the top. Big right roundhouse there, staggers Chanel towards the center.
Yeah, Chanel was kind of a step behind, and she paused for a second and got caught, but right there, Swole got caught.
And now Rache Chanel coming off, hits the ropes. Oh, swinging neck breaker. Cover, hook the far leg. Swole immediately kicking out.
Unorthodox is Chanel. Rachel Chanel.
Rache
Right.
Chanel.
Very unorthodox. Rache.
Unorthodox as well.
Yes. Not Rochelle. Rochelle.
New
For
Rochelle.
those Seinfeld fans.
Now
Rochelle.
Rache Chanel,
That was Rochelle.
no joke there. As she gets in the mountain, rains down some shots on Big Swole. Swole in a hard way here, Taz.
No joke, Chanel. Yeah, no, definitely Swole. I didn't expect to see this. How to get that in? I didn't expect to see this Swole getting kind of woman handled.
Yeah, she's getting bullied by Rache Chanel. And now Chanel with a handful of the hair.
Whoa!
The flying mare. And now Chanel got a little 2-in-1, locks off the grip.
Both arms locked up by Swole. Good job there by Chanel. Like the perfume, right? Chanel.
Oh, is that where that comes from?
It's perfume, dude. You know that.
They don't make bags?
Oh, she had the bag in the middle of the ring. She was holding it up like it
Oh,
was...
and big Swole fighting her way free off the canvas. Repeated kicks to the face. Oh, but Chanel once again going after that arm, that neck of Big Swole.
Yeah, she's hooking these holds kind of on the slow side, and she's got 2 grips. It's very unorthodox hold. That you do stuff like that, you gotta hook it quick. Not just getting the legs in, which is smart, but you gotta do these things quick. You can't, you can't take too long when you're trying to clasp somebody in a submission.
And Swole, you can see,
she's trying to turn her hips, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
she's got both legs free.
Yeah,
The hooks of Chanel have been broken, and now Swole.
that's the key, right? Turn to your stomach, break the tension on the hold. But now Chanel, yeah.
Chanel, like almost like a version of a camel clutch there.
Almost like a camel clutch, but different.
Slightly different. Nuanced, Taz. It's important.
Qualifier Jones, I understand. Let's see if Swole can get to some sort of a vertical base, either from the knees or
Yeah,
to the feet.
Swole seems to be biding her time here, Taz.
She's feeling it. I mean, it seems to be on this camera angle. It's hard to tell, but I do think that she's got a hand on that grip of Chanel, the Swole, which is smart.
As we see,
the doctor's in the house.
the role model herself, Dr. Britt Baker,
Oh, it's great to see the doctor. You know,
DMD.
Brian Cage and I have free dental care for the year thanks to Dr. Britt Baker. You know that, right?
That's impressive.
It helps.
Did you tell her that?
She told me that. I packed lips. Another story. But anyway.
Knee lift there by Chanel. A little bit of a misdirect.
What a knee. Oh, what a knee. Oh! Whoa!
Chanel lowered her head and got run over by Big Swole.
These ladies are bringing it.
A second time, and Swole calling her shot out to the good doctor. Lefts and rights there from Big Swole. Roundhouse kick missed.
Whoa! Watch out.
The sweep.
Headbutt City. Wow. Beautiful.
Just rocked the jaw of Rache Chanel.
Good stuff.
Now the whip reversed into the corner. Swole comes off.
Back elbow. And you can see Dr. Britt Baker not impressed at all.
Neither was Rebel, her stalwart companion.
You should get one of those role model shirts. ShopAW.com. They look great in one of those role model shirts. Look at Swole looking at Britt Baker. A lot of just disdain and hatred there. I'll tell you, once Swole saw that Britt Baker was here, she just got motivated, straight motivated throughout this match here with Rache Chanel.
Yeah, the intensity has certainly picked up. Swole ducked the elbow, strike, plant Chanel almost like a Blue Thunder bomb. And big
strike. Wow.
Lifting knee strike underneath the jaw. And now Swole's got Chanel up on her shoulders. Sits out. Actually doesn't sit out. Hits her with a knee lift. And now the dirty dancing Rache Chanel. Oh, the pump kick. Swole covers 1, 2, 3. Didn't even need to hook the leg, Taz.
The winner of this match, Big Swole.
No, you're right. No need to hook the leg. We can get that much impact on the shot, and you can see there's a lot of jaw jacking going on with Dr. Britt Baker and Big Swole here.
Yeah, Rebel backing up the Rolls Royce, the role model's conveyance of choice.
That thing's got a Hemi in it, by the way. I'm talking about the John Deere.
Oh, and Rebel and Britt Baker.
Right by our announce desk. I love the smell of the gasoline. That's really nice.
And nothing but fumes left in the nose of Big Swole. But still, she walks out of Dark tonight with her hand raised.
All you gonna be is a broke, bull, crap, mother. Shut your mouth, Brittany. When grown folks is talking.
Here with Brandi Rhodes and Allie. And Fight for the Fallen is just around the corner. Now, last year at this time...
Yes, last year when Brandi surprised me with Kong and then cheated to win. Remember that? I do remember that, and thank you for bringing it up because it's important. That's why we're here. Second chances. You and I obviously have not had the best of relationships, and that has gone both ways, but here we are now, and we're trying to make something work.
Well, it has worked. I mean, you guys are on a winning track and been awfully impressive.
Right, but mostly because of me.
Really? Because the first match that we had, I did all the work and pretty much had the match won.
I'm sorry, you did all the work? I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
clearly you
remember
needed
you
my
even
help.
tagging
That's
in.
why I tagged in.
Oh, wow, because I can't pin somebody after hitting my
Listen,
finish.
you're the one that needed
Allie.
help, not me.
Look, I know you don't think this, but I see right through you. I know exactly what's going to happen because it happened to me many, many times. You're going to end up kicking QT in the balls and you're going to break his little heart. Well, listen, how about you don't do that? How about you take this opportunity right now? The Nightmare Sisters. You're on a winning track. Dominate this. Show the world that you got a heart. Don't mess with my family, okay? That's all I'm asking you. Think about it.
So, are the Nightmare Sisters still a family?
I don't know if I would go that far, but I would like to still be a team, and I think that we can do this.
It's not a terrible idea.
There you have it. This is Alex Marvez for AEW.
Interesting matchup, clash of styles. Frankie Kazarian one-on-one against Luther.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from the Kingdom of Nine, weighing 274 pounds, Luther!
Taz, he's known as the original Death Dealer thanks to the time spent in the deathmatch scene in Japan. And apparently stepped right out of the Thriller video.
The jacket. You know, but the thing is, if you put Luther in that Triller video, I mean, it's going to be a lot shorter because he's probably going to rip people's limbs off and bite people's faces and scream like he does and torture people with those screams. It's kind of that weird sound that he does. It's like that high-pitched scream. It's very odd. The Luther screams.
Well, I
I
was
know.
saying he stepped out of the Thriller video because of his dance moves.
Oh, I think the jacket. Watermelon Jones, by the way. Side note. No sell.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the fallen angel Christopher Daniels and Scorpio Sky, from Southern California, weighing 210 pounds, Frankie Kazarian.
Well, Taz, you can see
Oh! Pyro.
You can see Kazarian's record there at the bottom of the screen, 19-1. He has a chance to join a very, very rarefied club here tonight, the 20-win club in AEW. Only other members of that club are Kenny Omega, Cody, and Kazarian's partner in SCU, Scorpio Sky. We saw him pick up that 20th win last week on AEW Dark.
Yeah, that's a big deal. That's a good observation by you, and I'm glad you explained that. That's very important, no doubt about it. But Frankie Kazarian...
I'm not used to you complimenting me.
Oh, that's not true. Well, I'm very nice. You know that. I mean, you're one of the only people in this company I like besides Brian Cage, to be honest with you.
I appreciate that.
Everybody else hates me, and I hate them.
Is it because I let you cut in line at catering?
Yeah, that's what. Exactly.
Luther and Frankie Kazarian starting off a collar and elbow tie-up by both men. Kazarian able to spin. There it is.
I told you, bro. It's in a weird way. I kind of like it. It's kind of funny.
Well, it's off-putting. It takes your head out of the game. You know, if Kazarian might have come in here with a game plan, the last thing he expects is a high-pitched screech from the Banshee-esque Luther.
I took my Banshee. But strong lockup, just completely take the Banshee. Strong lockup by both men, both veterans.
Come on, he broke clean for you. Let's break.
Banshee,
Come on,
hardly knew her.
2, 3.
It doesn't even make sense.
I don't.
Oh, but Luther, once again, talking about somebody that doesn't make sense.
Nice arm drag by Frankie Kazarian. There's another.
And Kazarian maintains control of that arm of Luther. And you notice Luther wearing that sleeve from basically his wrist to the middle of his bicep. Could have some sort of unknown arm injury that Frankie Kazarian is looking to exploit here.
That's how you do it. The crook of your knee in the guy's bicep. The early goings of a short arm scissor, but it wasn't all the way there. But that's a good way. Look at that. Ooh, placing it right into the bicep area of Luther. Yeah, it hurts like hell.
Kazarian driving his kneecap, and Luther once again admonishing Rick Knox. Luther might be a little frustrated with his situation here. Knees to the midsection there by Luther. Followed up by a big shot. Has Kazarian staggered. Luther set Kazarian into the ropes. Kazarian puts on the brakes. Cover. 1, 2, no! Kazarian once again takes Luther over with that big arm drag.
Yeah, complete control, right? Frankie's got complete control of that arm, that wing of Luther, and Luther's just having a hard time getting his rear end out of this predicament.
And Luther, I mean, it's a great game plan by Kazarian, because Luther is so dangerous when he does get his hands on you. But if his elbow or shoulder's out of socket, then Luther will be fighting at a diminished capacity. Hip toss attempt. Wild swing and a miss there by Luther. Oh!
What a huge knee right there off that hip toss attempt.
Big leg lariat there. Luther taking Kazarian off of his feet.
Big man can get in the air. I love those Chuck tails with the L on it.
Yeah, custom job there.
Custom job. Luther don't seem like the type that, like, you figure like if you're in high school in a glee club, you'd wear something like that.
And look at it, using his wrist tape to choke Kazarian.
Very old school tactic that works.
And once again, Luther trying to intimidate Rick Knox.
Knox just ran from him. I don't blame him. You never know what kind of whatever's going on with Luther. I mean, he's got a certain odor to him. Like when you walk by him backstage, he's not like, he doesn't smell crisp and clean, let's be honest. I've seen you make faces as you walk by him. I've seen it.
Well, it is Northern Florida in the summertime, Taz.
Exactly. Nice double underhooks right there. Butterfly type suplex.
Only a 1 count there. Luther saying it was 3.
Look at his voice has, like, when I receive a text, you hear that. Just him yell. Oh, no.
I'm sure he could leave your outgoing message if you asked him.
Does anyone really use that anymore, dude?
I don't know.
Like, people don't talk on the phone. They don't leave VOs. Voice message. That's VM.
VOs.
What the hell was that? What announcer? I'm always working.
Oof. Except when you're not.
Exactly.
And Luther keeping the pressure on Kazarian in the corner. Just raking at the face. The movie he calls the face lift. Face ripper. Oh, as Luther charges in with the clothesline. Oh, he covers. 1. Again, Kazarian kicking out at 1. Frankie Kazarian will not go softly into the night. Luther is apoplectic. Thus far in AEW, he hasn't really been tested by somebody quite as tough as Kazarian, who's firing back some big right-handed shots. Luther seems to be fading as Kazarian keeps peppering him. Kick to the midsection, knee lift, and clothesline. Luther up to his feet, and Kazarian takes him down. Irish whip into the ropes, reversed there by Luther. Kazarian comes back, flying forearm, takes the big man down, Taz.
Well, yeah, from the thing is, you're at a point in the match where cardiovascular is a big deal, and obviously Frankie Kazarian, leaner-built athlete, and he's got a lot more left in the tank at this point, it looks like to me, than big Luther. So I think that's part of the problem Luther having right now.
But Luther's so tough, so dangerous. All it takes is 1 shot from him.
Oop, just missed that 1 shot and just caught a shot by Frankie Kazarian.
Kazarian with that enziguri comes over the top, rolls up Luther. 1, 2, no! Luther kicks out. Kazarian again, just peppering Luther with those big right hands.
Yeah, big time haymakers, dude. I mean, really.
Oh, Luther, though, hits the pump kick. Drops Kazarian down to his knees. Luther charging in. Kazarian gets the boot up. And now Kazarian up onto the shoulders of Luther.
Victory roll.
Rolls him up. Victory roll. 1, 2, 3. Wow!
The winner of this match, Frankie Kazarian.
Well, victory roll got Kazarian the victory, right? So perfectly done. Even though you saw Luther's head kind of pop out, it didn't matter. Was able to stack the man up and get the win. Good job.
Luther's shoulders were pinned to the mat, and Frankie Kazarian notches his 20th career victory here in All Elite Wrestling. Ahead of their big 8-man tag team match tomorrow night at Fyter Fest, the Butcher and the Blade team up with the Lucha Bros, and they will be in action here next.
Yeah.
This is an 8-man tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, the team of Tony Donati, Fabu Andre, Joe Alonzo, and Brady Pierce.
Taz, they're playing your second favorite song here in AEW,
Yeah.
Tony Donati's ring music.
Yeah, it's something.
It's infectious.
Yeah. Yeah, it's infectious, all right. Gives you an infection. Yeah, that's what infectious means, right?
Yes, it does.
You get a friggin' infection. You get an itch. You get a rash.
It's an
you get
earworm.
chafing. You get like a chafing. It's like ringworm, you said?
An earworm.
And their opponents first, from Buffalo, New York, at a combined weight of 501 pounds, the Butcher and the Blade.
I kind of wish Butcher and Blade.
Add more pyro?
Yes, like right near us. I kind of wish Butcher and Blade were just wrestling these 4 men without any help.
I
really do.
think they could.
I would love to see it. But it's going to get even worse for these guys.
Joining them from Mexico City, Mexico, at a combined weight of 383 pounds, Pentagon Jr., El Cerro Miedo, and Rey Fenix, the Lucha Brothers.
Wow. Man, they got leftover pyro. They got it all there. That was crazy. That was awesome.
Well, if you joined us for the first night of AEW's Fyter Fest last week, you know that it was a night not to be missed. And tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on TNT, the second half of the epic 2-night Fyter Fest event. And a little bit of a preview, a warm-up match,
Yeah, I wish
if
you
you will.
wouldn't bring up night 2 of Fyter Fest without tomorrow night. Because you understand what's going on with Brian Cage. You understand that Moxley is not defending the title. You understand it's now at Fight for the Fall on July 15th. And you understand that Brian and I are a little upset over that. So I don't know why you would bring that up, bro. Seriously.
Well,
it was going so nice here.
I'm bringing it up because the Lucha Brothers and Butcher and Blade will be in action tomorrow night in an epic 8-man tag team matchup where they team up to take on the Young Bucks and FTR who are teaming for the first time ever.
Well, I was making a rhetorical statement.
I know you were, but I'm trying to
both.
promote the show.
I make questions and statements together.
I'm trying to make sure I get paid on Friday.
I understand.
And this is actually an important match for Pentagon Jr. and Rey Fenix. This is their first time teaming here in AEW, actually anywhere, in a number of months. And so it'll be interesting to see if that lifelong
Came up short.
Yeah. See, that's what the layoff will do to you, Taz.
Well, yeah, you lose that power and you're able to throw an arcing type glove.
Whoa. Tony Donati has had enough of Pentagon. Oh, catches, and now lays in a big right. Wow, Tony Donati coming out of the gates hot. Oh!
Yeah, that's you got to be careful, Pentagon. I mean, listen, both Lucha Bros are just tremendous. And that Joe Alonzo in the corner is making his face. He better watch out because he might get his face knocked off by one of these 4 men across. Get some respect, that kid. All those kids. I don't like any of them. How about that? No respect. None of them. They're a little hot now. She brought up night 2 of Fighter Fest.
That will be tomorrow night at 7 Central on TNT. And then in just 8 days' time, Fight for the Fallen. For Jon Moxley will defend his AEW World Championship title against Brian Cage. And now,
look at packaging him up here.
Man. Almost like a little bit of like the Paradise Lock. Oh! And now Lucha Bros. Kazarian.
Oh my God, that was awesome.
Great teamwork there by the Lucha Bros.
Amazing, amazing team. Lucha Bros are just tremendous, tremendous athletes. Luchadors, they're awesome. And now, speaking of awesome, God, Butcher and Blade, we got Blade coming in. Check this out. Look at just how innovative.
And Taz, it looks like Lucha Bros have not missed a step during the layoff. Of course, Pentagon Jr. was participating in and won AAA's Lucha Fighters tournament, the empty arena tournament. But
speaking about missing steps, there's a guy in Blade who never misses a step.
Yeah, he is a fierce competitor and just as ferocious as his tag team partner, Butcher.
A big fan of Butcher and Blade. Oh, what a shot right there by Blade. Here comes Big Butch.
Butcher comes in, Blade follows up with a knife edge chop, and now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well,
Planch Joe Alonzo, 1, 2, no!
I think Alonzo's smirking on the apron now.
Yeah, Fabu Andre broke up the pinning predicament, but and now, oh!
Man, jeez.
Ray Phoenix walked the tightrope, and now the super kick brainbuster combination. Butcher, Blade, and the Lucha Bros, Taz, they are on the same page.
As odd as it sounds, they have a certain chemistry, these 4 men. Look at this.
Butcher giving a little Cerro Miedo to Pentagon Jr. And now,
Blade. Oh,
powerbomb full.
Oh,
oh my.
Phoenix.
1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, the Butcher, the Blade, and the Lucha Brothers.
Next level stuff right there by Butcher, Blade, and Lucha Brothers. Love it.
Taz, tomorrow night, part 2 of AEW's Fighters Fest. I am gonna go out on a limb here and say that the Young Bucks and FTR have their work cut out for them.
I think I completely agree with you on that.
The Lucha Bros and Butcher and Blade, they're mean, they're hungry,
and they're motivated.
Yeah. A tremendous preview for the action that you will see tomorrow night at 7 Central on TNT.
Special treat right here on Dark. The one, the only, Orange Cassidy in action. You see lovely Sheila there.
This contest is set for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from East Palo Alto, California, weighing 252 pounds, Will Hobbs.
Will Hobbs, an impressive physique on this young athlete, product of All Pro Wrestling in the Bay Area. He goes one-on-one with Orange Cassidy coming up.
Powerfully built. Sorry to interrupt you while I was talking, but powerfully built man, Excalibur. Just want to point that out.
I mean, I think I did a good job of illustrating that.
I'll just lay out there, bro. You got it all, right?
Hey,
you do it all, right? Is that what it is? You just do everything?
You want to do Justin's ring intro, too?
I could do that.
And his opponent from wherever, weighing whatever, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy.
The lovely towels.
Just in time for summer, you can get your Orange Cassidy beach towels. That's shopaew.com.
Probably get an FTW towel. Would be pretty cool on the beach, right? Hanging out with the kids.
Are they big enough? They're usually only like hand towel size.
Yeah,
Right?
well, Mike, yeah.
But you could get an FTW T-shirt at shopaew.com.
That's true. That's true.
Orange Cassidy, though, you can see still with that bandage on his ear, thanks to the handiwork of Le Champion Chris Jericho. And Jericho and Orange Cassidy will meet tomorrow night at Fyter Fest, 8 and 7 Central on TNT, the conclusion of our epic 2-night, 2-week event. And Cassidy ready to start this match. A little bit of a warm-up for him here tonight, I guess, to see what kind of shape he's in ahead of that big showdown with Le Champion.
Well, that's definitely, Orange Cassidy going against a very thickly powerful, big athlete here.
Yeah,
I don't think Hobbs has ever dealt with something like this with Orange Cassidy. He's talking some smack.
Yeah, he's
Gotta be careful. Be careful with Orange Cassidy.
I mean, we've seen what happens when you get Orange Cassidy angry, Taz.
Yes, no, I know. He's very unpredictable. He's very unorthodox. Elbow pads Gonski.
Oh,
buddy!
The big shot from Orange Cassidy. Wow!
That's badass right there.
The winner of this match,
You know,
freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
he needs that. I think Orange needs that going into this gigantic match tomorrow night with Chris Jericho. He needs that to take a young man, a big, thick, strong athlete, drop him with one shot. Excellent momentum for Orange Cassidy going to night 2 of Fyter Fest.
That leaping elbow strike put the lights out on Will Hobbs. And Orange Cassidy didn't even break a sweat here tonight. What will night 2 of Fyter Fest hold in store? Will it be Jericho or will it be Cassidy? Find out tomorrow night, 8, 7 Central on TNT. Michael Nakazawa in singles competition against the captain, Shawn Dean, coming up here next on AEW Dark.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing 195 pounds, Shawn Dean.
Did you ever have a watermelon donut?
No.
No, because I just saw one at the top of this segment.
Taz, I regret to inform you that that was not the world's largest donut. That is, in fact, a watermelon inner tube. I know it's heartbreaking.
Gotcha, buddy. Shawn Dean.
Captain Shawn Dean, he's looked impressive, though he is still seeking his first victory here in AEW.
Michael Nakazawa.
And his opponent, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 203 pounds, Michael Nakazawa.
Wow, Justin usually saves introductions like that for Double or Nothing, but
Wait, hold on a second. So he has like a different, like a litany of different announcing he does for certain shows?
oh yeah,
that's what. I know Justin a long time. Is that what he does?
I mean, I don't know if you've noticed, but when he intros you, he's mailing it in.
He actually forgot to intro me on one Dynamite, but that's a whole nother topic.
See, I told you, mailing it in.
But it kind of wasn't his fault, but that's a different story. That's for behind the scenes chatter. Look at Nakazawa trying to shake hands with the captain. Captain's like, no, I'll just give you a little salute.
Michael Nakazawa returning to singles action here on AEW Dark. Collar and elbow tie up there.
Well, he's going for a hammerlock, but he's got some wrist control here on that arm.
Shawn Dean rolls through, rolls back, springs up to his feet.
Switches, gets a hammerlock. Shawn Dean, and you don't see that much where a guy goes from a hammerlock to a waistlock. I would not have done that, my opinion. Okay, watch out. When he goes in the pants,
And
the
now
trunks, just
Nakazawa,
oils himself up.
of course, the
Yeah, go ahead, Nak. Do your thing.
the practitioner of Turkish oil wrestling.
You see Shawn Dean's face? He's like,
He was
what the
perplexed.
hell? Well, he
And
went-
Nak tried the side headlock, and his arm slipped out. And neither man
What's on?
Can get a grip. Aubrey Edwards is going to have to get a towel. Oh, Shawn Dean respects it.
He does respect it.
Ingenuity.
Nakazawa, he's got the no hair thing, and then he's got the oiled up head, and now he's oiling up his body, and it's the Turkish oil wrestling gimmick. I mean, I get it.
It's not a gimmick, Taz. He lives it.
No, it's a gimmick meaning it's something they've done. I speak as gimmick as just I talk things in my kitchen are gimmicks.
I've never
forks, knives, spoons, gimmicks.
I've never heard you be inarticulate, Taz. Shoulder block there by Nakazawa. Takes down Shawn Dean.
Thank you. Oh, man. Wow, look at that leapfrog right there, Shawn Dean. And a beautiful drop kick. Excellent job. Mr.
Pinpoint
Dean.
accuracy there.
Like it. Good stuff.
Caught Nakazawa. You see right there on the side of the face. Tremendous elevation by Dean. Shoulder to the midsection.
Don't wait, Shawn. Don't wait. Nakazawa, you got to watch him. He's quick.
Wild swing and a miss. Dean rolls him up. Nakazawa on his knees. Diving lariat there by Dean. Cover. 1, 2. No!
Perfect job by Dean. He saw the leg was up in the air. Got himself a quick cradle pin off of that high impact deal. It was good stuff. Didn't get the win, but smart.
Shawn Dean. This would be something of an upset here. Michael Nakazawa, not
I think so.
The most ferocious competitor here in AEW, but he's still notched a couple victories.
Yeah, no, Nakazawa,
he's crafty.
He's definitely crafty. Uh-oh, he's going back in his gear bag.
And no, Aubrey Edwards intercepts it, and whoa!
What a throw.
Going all the way into the cheap seats.
Wow.
She threw it at the Spanish announce desk.
She did, actually.
Yeah. Maybe
she might want to use some Perel after touching that, but that's a whole nother topic.
Maybe Alex owes her money.
Wow, he does owe a lot of people money. Oof.
Snap suplex there by Dean. Covers. 1, 2. Nope, 2 count.
Yeah, strong kick out right there. And that's the seat I need. Sitting on the lounge. Can we get my headset over there and I'll sit on the watermelon inner tube?
Cables aren't long enough, Ted, sorry.
The cable's long enough.
Yeah, they just don't want you sitting on they don't want you to be comfortable. It's a big conspiracy against you.
They're all against me. But right now, Dean, bolo-like uppercut forearm right in the chest and upper chest area of Nakazawa.
Yeah, rattling the jaw of Nakazawa, though. Nak gets the boot up. Back. Ooh.
That's a nice elbow there. Himself a little 3-point stance. He played a little American football, didn't he?
That's right. He played American football in Japan. He hit that big tackle, taking Shawn Dean off his feet. Now Nakazawa heading up top.
Gingerly. Not really, he might be banged up a little bit. Usually moves a little quicker than that to the top.
Goes off top, diving shoulder tackle, takes down Shawn Dean. Nakazawa covers, hooks the inside leg. 1, 2, no!
Yeah, Nak though, he got the victory there, but Referee Aubrey Edwards says, no, not so fast, Naka, with the stuff in your trunks. Look at this. Look at my underwear, everyone. Look at me. I'm just ripping my raspberry underwear off and falling off. Dude, that was hilarious. He just... He's the man, bro. He's just got an assy face right now on Shawn Dean. No.
Oh, Dean able to avoid it. He's got Nakazawa up on the shoulders. Man. Shawn Dean, TKO. And now, backstabber. Shawn Dean could score the upset. Covers. 1, 2, no.
Oh, and Naka's still hanging on to that G-string, his own. I think it's a G-string or a thong. I don't know what it is.
That's a family heirloom, Taz.
Raspberry drawers. Exactly. Exactly.
Shawn Dean.
Oh no! What the hell?
With a swing.
You gotta
Nakazawa
watch.
locking in the abdominal stretch.
Oh no! Oh no! Poor Shawn Dean.
Shawn Dean.
No!
Can he fight out of this?
Just tap, Shawn. Just tap out.
Oh no!
God! All of our guests, they're just
Everyone looking on aghast. Shawn Dean is going to have to get a face transplant after that.
And he's not done, Nak. Whoop, he ducked it. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no. Nakazawa able to avoid it. Ripcord.
Assy face, too. Oh,
he drives him down. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Shawn Dean passed out.
Nakazawa.
I'm going to pass out.
The winner of this match, Michael Nakazawa.
Best thing is, he pulled his own striped bikini-esque type of underwear out.
It might be raspberry in color, but
It's raspberry, yeah.
it is Roquefort scented, I can tell you from here.
Good gosh.
Well, Michael Nakazawa once again victorious, and
no one's impressed. Everyone's kind of grossed out.
Not even Alex Jabali. Alex Jabali is actually the man that that Michael Nakazawa defeated last year at Fighter Fest in 2019.
Nakazawa.
Wow. Alex Jabali, I mean, as if looking like that is not humiliation enough.
Is there really a need to close up on the
him.
G-string thong on the mat? I mean, really.
Scorpio Sky has been on a roll as of late. Can he keep up the momentum? Find out next here on Dark.
Got a pineapple, a honeydew, and a strawberry.
Produce Pete makes his return to AEW commentary.
There he is.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing 195 pounds, Serpentico.
Well, that's gimmick infringement right there. That's a whole nother topic. Just wanted to point that out. I did that 30 years ago.
Everybody's always against you. You're the first man in human history to cross your arms.
I am. First man to wipe my feet on the apron. First man to, I've done first time everything.
First man to wear orange, and Serpentico, first man to bring his own streamers to the ring.
I actually think he is. That's a pretty cool deal. I like that. I like this Serpentico. I do. I only mock and make fun when I like you.
That's not true at all.
Reach for the sky. Flex on your dreams.
Badass song, bro.
And his opponent, being accompanied to the ring by the fallen angel Christopher Daniels and Frankie Kazarian. From Southern California, weighing 205 pounds, Scorpio Sky!
I hear this song. Second week I've heard it. I know. Okay. I know Sky's West Coast Sky. When I hear, it reminds me of high school. This reminds me of a little old school Run DMC. I went to high school in Brooklyn, East New York, Brooklyn, and all the kids were rocking Run DMC back in the day. That's what reminds me.
You're from Brooklyn? That's the first time I've heard this. What part?
Yeah. The hook.
But Scorpio Sky, he's looked impressive in the past few weeks since deciding to focus on singles competition here in AEW. He has built up a lot of momentum, Taz.
Yeah, Sky is on the come up, big time. I mean, he's just kind of, he's got it all, man. I've sung his praises, you've sung his praises. I mean, you know, you've called more matches of his in his career than I have. So you know, I've gotten rapidly familiar with his style and him personally here in AEW. Big fan of him, personally and professionally.
Scorpio Sky. Whoa! Look at that Serpentico diving at the legs of Sky, but Sky using that explosive first step, Taz.
Yeah, and he has that, and he's got poise, right? That's what Scorpio Sky has as a veteran. He has a lot of poise. Someone comes shooting at you like that real quick. Oh, he's in the panic. Nice high crotch right there, and just drags the man down by his leg and gets himself a front face lock, front headlock, which is an underratedly dangerous hold. You can choke a man out quickly with that. Serpentico reverse into that hammerlock. Now a side headlock.
Great reversal there by Serpentico, but you could see Scorpio Sky pushing the head of Serpentico away to back him into the ropes, takes him down with a trip, and then floats back into that front face lock, Taz.
Just choke myself out with the cord wire. That's another topic. Yeah, good job by Sky.
Not just the cord or wire, but the cord wire.
What is going on here? Yeah.
Serpentico backing Sky up to the ropes, hits the knife edge chop. Sky, though.
Oh, he's not going to have that.
Man. Ooh. Big chop there by Scorpio Sky. And now, shot to the midsection. He faked high.
I like that.
And the Russian leg sweep. Great roll through there by Scorpio Sky.
No doubt. Shows his athleticism.
Cover. Only a 2 count.
Listen, man, everything Sky does, Excalibur, like he is just, I hate to use that as like an overstatement. It's like perfection. Everything is on point. His accuracy on all of his striking blows, his high-flying moves, everything he does, I mean, it's on point, you know, like every match. I mean, he's just tremendous competitor.
Taz, you mentioned it earlier. I've called my fair share of Scorpio Sky matches in my career. I was there when he started training at Revolution Pro in Southern California, then on to his career in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. And it's uncanny.
A place that never booked me, by the way. I went over that already once, but continue. It's uncanny.
It's Sky with the cover. 1, 2. Sky somehow has just gotten better. He's gotten more explosive. He's quicker. He can jump higher than he was when he was first starting out years ago.
Yeah, that's cool to hear you say that about Sky. And it just shows, right? His caliber, you know, how hard he works at his craft and his body and his conditioning. That as he matures, he's even better than he was when he was younger.
Serpentico Sky put on the brakes, able to avoid Serpentico. Serpentico rolls off his back, though, gets the boots up, shoves Sky back towards center. Serpentico steps out. Nice run up there, sending Sky across the ring.
Let's give Serpentico some credit, man. He's looking pretty good here. We're talking a lot. We're hyping Sky a lot, but hey, give some love to Serpentico.
Now Serpentico building up some momentum. Baseball slide out, dodges the leg attempt from Scorpio Sky, shot to the midsection, and wow! Just slammed Sky head first into that steel barricade.
Serpico, and you see Ricky Starks a little perplexed, but Serpico with that crazy-ass mouth mask. Look at that thing. He's got those crazy eyes. He's got that mouth like a, it's kind of like
watch this again. Sky just goes head first, courtesy of Detective Frank Serpico.
What's that bird, Jekyll, Heckle and Jekyll? What are those birds?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Statler and Waldorf.
It's just, it's a name. It's a
Serpentico.
No, it is.
You called him Serpico.
Bird. What's Heckle and Jekyll? Chicken hawk. No, it's not a chicken hawk. Truck gives me bad info. It's Froghorn Leghorn. Come on now. I said the boy gone crazy.
Serpentico goes into a cover. Very unique way to transition to a cover, but still.
Nice, yeah.
2 counts in a row on Scorpio Sky. Serpentico may have Sky rattled after ramming his head into that steel barricade.
Yeah, he's slowing down a little bit. You got to keep that on, keep that pressure on if you're Serpentico.
Oh, just the short drop there across the throat. A second one. Serpentico keeping his momentum. He's rolling through. Nope, puts on the brakes and a stop to the chest. Serpentico looking impressive, Taz.
Yeah, very impressive with that mask. Like, that we discussed, like a Heckle and Jekyll, which, by the way, is a yellow-billed Maggie pie. So I remembered it now. It just came off the top of my head.
Not a magpie, you say. A Maggie pie.
Well, that's the Brooklyn slant we put on it.
Noted ornithologist Taz here with breaking news.
That's what I got, bro. Yellow-bellied, sapsuckered magpie.
Maggie pie.
Yeah, Maggie.
Scorpio Sky, though, fighting his way out of jeopardy. Hits the rope. Oh,
God, man, he just tore up Sky with the kick. It was beautiful.
Beautiful kick, single leg drop kick. They're covered 2. No.
You know, you said single leg drop kick, and that's a good observation, man. You don't see a ton of guys do that. And I've been hit with single leg drop kicks. Sometimes they'll ding you up more than a regular traditional drop kick with both feet, right?
Yeah, it's usually because if it's a single leg, the guy doing it leads with the heel.
Right. Exactly. And they can explode through you more, you know?
Serpentico.
Okay, change his mind. Oh, very unorthodox way to. You're going to go all the way to the top to come down to drop a knee. But I guess it brings more momentum. I've never seen it done like that.
A little bit of perhaps showmanship as he covers. 2 count again as Scorpio Sky able to kick out. And Sky in a bad way, Taz.
Sure is. And
I mean, we were really talking him up, but Serpentico.
Sky's making us look bad, right?
Yeah.
Now. Got himself kind of a crossed up top wrist lock. Does Serpentico have on Sky? Body shot, well placed.
Big right hand to the ribs. And Serpentico.
Oh, thumb down.
Serpentico could be looking to end the night of Scorpio Sky here.
Can't pause with Sky. You're wrestling Sky. You can't pause.
Repeated sledges between the shoulder blades there. Serpentico. Oh, look at that. Sky sprawls.
Yeah, sprawled out to keep his weight down to prevent the suplex or whatever, the leg suplex or whatever Serpentico was trying to do.
Repeated shots there by Serpentico, really testing the chin of Scorpio Sky. Serpentico looking for it the third time. It's
wow, what a counter.
Brain buster!
Quick counter. Very fast with that brain buster by Scorpio Sky. Turning point here, both men down.
Referee Paul Turner giving both competitors the 10 count. Sky looks to be the first. He is the first man to make it to his feet, but he's still unsteady, Taz.
Yeah, he is. He's got to be careful. Nice running back elbow, and another by Sky.
And running through Serpentico. Sends Serpentico to the ropes. Serpentico ducks the lariat, ducks the second one. Oh,
wow,
ducked the third time, but ran right into the knee of Sky.
Crazy.
Sky sweeps out the legs, rolls Serpentico through, hanging neck breaker. Sky covers, 1, 2, no! Serpentico kicks out.
Good match right here. Serpentico putting up a hell of a fight against Sky, and Sky, again, I talked about his poise. He's keeping his poise, not losing his cool. He was surprised he didn't get the win right there.
But keeping focused on the task at hand is Scorpio Sky. Sends Serpentico into the corner. Serpentico, though, elevates up and over the top of his opponent. Rolls through, creates some distance, but Sky laced that boot right between the guard of Serpentico.
Tad overzealous and turns his own mask and head around.
The Bandera sends Serpentico up and over the top. Oh, Gamangiri catching Sky on the face.
Whoa.
Elevating over with the foot stomp. Cover, 2, no!
It's all about upsets. That would have been a heavy upset right there.
And Scorpio Sky, as we noted earlier in the broadcast, joined the 20-win club here in AEW last week, looking to keep up that momentum, but Serpentico very nearly upset the apple cart here.
Yeah, Serpentico is kind of has him on the ropes a tad here.
Oh, Sky with the soul butt. Staggers Serpentico. Goes over the top, went for the stomp. Serpentico had it scouted.
Whoa.
Serpentico rolls him
boy.
through, shot to the jaw, and the low DDT. Serpentico covers, 1, 2, no!
Serpentico really putting the pressure on with these near falls on Sky. And every time you have to kick out, it's like it exerts a lot of energy. So Serpentico's forcing Scorpio Sky a lot to just exert extra energy on those kickouts.
And on a night like tonight, it's hot, it's humid, it really tests both men's anaerobic conditioning. As Serpentico with that knife-edge chop. Scorpio Sky ducks the lariat. Kobe! It's the big drop kick and takes Serpentico down.
I'm a little surprised Sky is really, I don't know if it's better to say that Serpentico is going toe-to-toe for the most part here with Sky. Sky's having a little bit of trouble with him here, but no, that might be over. Oh, no. I think he was going for that TKO. Oh, wow, he ate a knee, man. Oof.
Rising knee strike by Serpentico. And Taz, I think you're exactly right. Sky was going for that TKO, but Serpentico had it scouted. He was able to escape, and he countered with that knee. And now Serpentico up to the top. Nobody home on the foot stomps, but Serpentico able to roll through Sky.
Boom!
TKO! Covers, 1, 2, 3.
The winner of this match, Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky with the wind at his back. His future is looking bright here in AEW.
Yeah, really good match right there. I'll tell you, Serpentico showed a lot of good offense there, but got caught. Almost got caught early with that TKO got out of it, but right here got caught, as you see, and was beat straight up with that TKO by the very impressive Scorpio Sky.
A tremendous victory. Scorpio Sky notches his 21st victory here in AEW. What an impressive outing for the man who will compete tomorrow night on Fyter Fest, teaming up with Frankie, Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels to take on the Dark Orders, Stu Grayson and Mr. Brody Lee, and Colt Boom Boom Cabana. 8/7 Central on TNT Fyter Fest Night 2.
Interesting stuff right here. The Dark Order, Evil Uno and Stu Grayson, they go up against Peter Avalon with Leva Bates and Brandon Cutler. Avalon and Cutler versus Dark Order.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, being accompanied to the ring by the librarian Leva Bates, the librarian Peter Avalon, and Brandon Cutler.
Taz, in Mexico, they would call a team like this pareja incredible.
Oh, I know. Yeah. It's incredible.
Well, I mean, it's
The ball's incredible. That's what that means.
it's a polyhedral die, but it's not so much that they're incredible as a team; they're actually winless as a
Said
team.
incredible.
It's incredible that these two guys who do not see eye to eye under any circumstances would be even thinking of teaming together, but somehow they find themselves once again as a tag team here tonight on AEW Dark.
And they're not growing on me yet. And I don't think they're going to.
Join the Dark Order.
And their opponents, from the Keep, at a combined weight of 439 pounds, Stu Grayson, Evil Uno, Dark Order.
Well, Taz, we saw earlier in the evening, Dark Order extended the offer to Cutler and Avalon. They said just lay down, just let us get an easy victory here.
Yeah.
And they considered allowing them to join Dark Order.
Well, it's something I think that Avalon and Cutler should do. I mean, they've been sucking as a team. So why wouldn't you join a victorious group or faction, whatever you want to call it?
Taz, I will have you know,
What?
they sucked as individuals too.
That's true. They did. And they're talented. They just can't seal a deal, which is the key. The key to wrestling is winning.
I know we
Did
see,
you know that?
I know. It's visiting the pay window. We see all the members of Dark Order there.
Full effect. Well, almost.
Number 5, number 10, John Silver and
Uno.
Alex Reynolds.
Number 1 in the ring.
Evil Uno, Stu
Get that,
Grayson.
right? Evil Uno. Get it?
But the one man conspicuous by his absence is Mr. Brody Lee.
I know where he is.
Where is he?
Because I have an in with him.
Where is he at?
He's recruiting. He's always recruiting.
He could be preparing for his.
Stop you in your tracks.
Yeah, I was about to promote tomorrow night's show, but
Well,
I mean, I'm
hold on.
glad you wanted to put yourself
We
over
have
for a
time to
second.
promote tomorrow's show, but Avalon's considering. Look, he's laying down. He's going to do. He's going to just. He's laying there and just.
Oh,
jump.
Avalon! Pulls one over on Uno. No!
We're looking at Job City.
Oh, big right hand there by Uno.
Watch the boot.
Oh! And Dark Order are currently undefeated in the year 2020. They were number 1 in the tag team division before the quarantine, and have since then have returned to action, kept up their winning ways, and looking to do so here tonight. But Avalon almost pulled one over on Uno.
Yeah, I know that was quick. Ooh.
What would have been a tremendous upset there. We see Cutler got the blind tag.
Tagged himself in here. I was smart to tag himself in. Oh, almost got knocked out by the boots off the body slam from Avalon on Stu Grayson.
Great teamwork there by Avalon and Cutler. 1, 2, no! Taz,
they were gelling for a minute.
I don't think I've ever said those words. Great teamwork by Avalon and Cutler.
Yeah.
They're coming together.
Well, let's see. They're stringing a few moves together. Uh-oh.
The Dark Order taking a step in as Cutler walks right into the grip of Stu Grayson, who slammed him down.
Stu Grayson, excellent in-ring performer, as is Evil Uno. Both these men just so succinct. Look at that chop.
Brandon Cutler.
He's going to have some red welts on his pectoral region to match his face. A little pink of the face he's got going on. Cutler's obsessed with these characters, these Dungeons and Dragons. Right? That's the one? No?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I got it.
I thought you were going to say he's a big Pathfinder guy. And Evil Uno throwing Grayson into the corner.
Probably more of a RAV4, but I digress.
And Uno drops into the cover.
I know
2.
YouTube's going crazy because Taz doesn't know his game. And guess what, YouTube? Kiss my rear end. I'm trying to take the high road. No, kiss my ass. How about that?
Yeah,
No high road.
it's YouTube. You can say that.
That's right.
Big right hand between the eyes of Brandon Cutler.
Oh!
Evil Uno. Backbreaker. Keeping Cutler on the near side of the ring.
Look at that. Great job right there. Excellent. He's always ultra intense, is Stu Grayson, really.
Cover hook of the far leg. And we get 2 count. Stu Grayson, of course, with that that nickname, born and bred for combat, Taz. I'm not sure that there's any more accurate nickname in all pro wrestling.
Nice counter by Cutler. Nice counter, that sunset flip. Oh, man, ate a knee, huh?
Big running knee strike. No. Well, I take that back. The machine Brian Cage is pretty good, too.
Well, I was just, look, that's why I stared you down like I did. I'm a little disappointed. I mean, you Uno now. Oh! High round kick right to the rib area.
And the brainbuster cover.
Avalon came in for the save and he just like ran away with his crazy ass mustache.
At Fyter Fest tomorrow night, it will be Stu Grayson teaming up with Mr. Brody Lee and Colt Cabana, whose allegiances are very uncertain.
Yeah, what is the deal? I mean, I usually don't talk to Colt much at all, so I don't know what he's doing.
But he's been changing in Dark Order's locker room lately, and when he and Brody teamed up, they did come away with a victory.
Well, I think he's changing in the Dark Order's locker room, so he's not allowed in the regular locker room. That's what I heard. I don't want to start rumors.
Yeah, you'd never be one to start rumors.
Just saying, that's what I heard.
But Dark Order will be in action tomorrow night at Fyter Fest, 8/7 Central on TNT, when they take on Scorpio Sky, Frankie Kazarian, Christopher Daniels, otherwise known as SCU.
Cutler, he's in grave danger. Oh, maybe not danger. Great stuff.
Flipped out, landed on the top. Big diving crossbody makes the tag out to Avalon. Avalon,
wow!
Crossbody of his own.
These guys, man.
Step up Enziguri, rattles Uno. Dropkick takes down Grayson.
Okay, Cutler. Cutler, how am I doing? Avalon, it's like a house on fire here. Old school. Dropkick everywhere.
Avalon, oh! Walked right into that back elbow, got stopped dead in his tracks. Enziguri there by Avalon. Drops Uno down. Avalon. Oh, Arabian moonsault. Covers 1, 2, no!
I thought he was going for the split-legged moonsault, but he didn't nail that. It was beautifully done what he did. That was a great job by Avalon.
And now Uno makes the tag. Grayson able to avoid that leg lariat attempt by Avalon. Boot to the midsection. Reversal there by Avalon. Oh, Leva Bates. Leva grabbed that.
Easy.
I don't think
Stu.
Leva does not want any part of Stu Grayson, but look at that, Avalon!
Avalon, don't mess with a fellow librarian.
Coming to the eight.
Very upset.
And Leva. Number.
Oh, wait a minute.
Leva Bates getting in the face of all the Dark Order. Now Cutler springboard and crashing down.
I mean, you gotta make that Cutler, tremendous job. Watch this.
Tremendous elevation there by Cutler as he came down.
He might have buckled his knee a little bit. He's legal, by the way. Cutler's legal. Sorry.
Swinging DDT there by Avalon. Big elbow drop. This could be an upset in the making. No!
That would have been massive upset. What a way for Avalon and Cutler to get back on track, but it didn't happen.
The unranked, the winless Avalon and Cutler very nearly defeated the number 2 ranked tag team here in AEW.
Excalibur's the best we've seen, Avalon and Cutler.
Tremendous cohesion. Well, up until that moment, Grayson coming over the top, the back flipping kick, catching both men.
He's looking for Uno. Stu Grayson's looking for Uno. Uno's hurt.
Uno clutching that wrist on the outside.
And all the rest of the Dark Order's laid out. I'll tell you, Brody Lee, Mr. Brody Lee will not like this.
Grayson hoists him up, sits out the Liger Bomb 2. No, Avalon kicks out.
Great toughness by Peter Avalon to kick out of that.
And now Evil Uno being
checked out by the doctor. He might have broke that wrist.
Oh, big running knee strike by Grayson.
Got complete control, right? Grayson's got complete control of Avalon right now.
He's got Avalon up. Oh, the knife fall.
That's it.
Cover. 1, 2, 3.
The winners of this match, Dark Order.
Well, Dark Order heading into the night 2 of Fyter Fest with a lot of momentum. They looked great, Taz, and more importantly, they looked vicious.
They did. I mean, Uno and Grayson They're probably, in my opinion, my professional opinion, the most cohesiveness out of all the Dark Order as far as the way they work in ring. And look at Brandi Cutler right here. I mean, he's just tremendous.
But it was all Stu Grayson there, ending the night, ending the hopes of Avalon and Cutler in one fell swoop. Well, thank you everyone for joining us here tonight on AEW Dark. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8/7 Central on TNT for the second half of our epic AEW Fighter Fest. We will have a big 8-man tag team matchup with the Lucha Bros team up with the Butcher and the Blade to take on the Young Bucks and FTR. The bad boy Joey Janela will be in action as he goes one-on-one with the Murder Hawk monster himself, Lance Archer, of course always with Jake Roberts. After their big victory last week, Private Party will challenge the AEW World Tag Team Champions Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page. Not only that, Chris Jericho Le Champion will finally square off with Orange Cassidy one-on-one. All that and more tomorrow night at 8/7 Central on TNT, the second half of AEW's Fighter Fest. For myself, Excalibur, and my broadcast colleague Taz, thank you for joining us, everyone. Good night.